So I've picked up this case today. I paid £5 for it. Beyond it was advertised as a home theatre PC, I know nothing about it other than, well, we have this CD, an M4A78 home theatre PC series for AMD 780G chipsets. So I'd assume that that is the motherboard in there. We also have a Gigabyte 6 Quad S series AMD 7 series discrete utilities DVD. Supports AM2 and AM Plus platforms. So I'm assuming that there's some kind of AMD system in here. We also have Setpoint 3.3 for our Logitech keyboard, which we don't have. So that'd be fun. So, first impressions, it's black. It's bigger than I thought it would be. It's very heavy. It's quite dusty. I'm not sure I like that recessed DVD player. Looks a bit, I don't know, cheap to me. Buttons are positive though. Got two USB 2.0s. Earphone and mic on the front by the look of it. We've got around the side, we've got 100 and something millimeter. Something just fell off inside, that sounds good. This is proper heavy. Two more, I assume they're 120mm fans, although they're looking quite dusty. On the business end, we have the motherboard, which seems to have optical and SPDIF, HDMI, DVMI, VGA, eSATAs, the usual stuff really. Left and right phono, which is quite interesting. I don't see many boards with that connection. 6-channel audio, some kind of TV card. Yeah, TV, FM, audio in, video in, comp in, IR in. Some kind of no-name power supply on the end. Underneath we have a very dusty looking fan. So, I assume it's these screws at the top. So I literally picked this up in the car, came straight indoors, and you're seeing it as I see it, which I thought would make for a different format for a video. But let's see how it goes. Could it be any worse than the Pentium 4 system we stripped down the other week, which was disgusting. So let's make sure we got this in shot before we do the big reveal. Oh, okay, not too bad. Not as bad as I thought. Let's get you a bit closer. So we've got a March 2008 DVD drive. That's definitely a motherboard. That's the motherboard it was said it has on the CD, so that's a bonus. TV card. A weird cable shrouding thing. Hard drive over there. It was advertised as having two hard drives, a 750 and a 250, I believe. So let's put you back up there. So, where to begin? I assume if we remove this tray, should give us hard drive and power supply access. I wholeheartedly recommend magnetic screwdrivers. They're a lifesaver, especially if they're ratcheting on, as this is. So let's pull this out. What have we got? Well, we've got two hard drives. One SATA and one IDE. Well, look at it. This power connectors off. Is that plugged in? Yep, no, the IDE drive's plugged in. I haven't even switched this on to see if it works. So what have we got? 750 Western Digital Cavalier, and another Western Digital 250 down there. So that's what the seller said. Although I got the feeling he didn't really know much about it anyway. So let's take this one. The board is not showing any signs of damage. It's a lot cleaner than I expected it to be, actually. Let's just take this whole bar off. You're going to come out, or are you held on by a cheeky screw? No, cheeky screw. So the DVD drive is SATA as well. March 2008 on that as well. Ooh, interesting mix of RAM. Let me just... What have we got there? A G-Skill F28500. And a Samsung 2GB, and I assume the other one is... No, that's completely different as well. So 3 different types of RAM. Let's get them out of the case so we can have a better look. So there's the G-Skill. What capacity was that? 4GB. And we have Kingston 2GB. And Samsung 2GB. So obviously someone's upgraded it over time with random bits of memory they found. But considering the state of the fans, the inside's pretty clean actually. The fans have done an amazing job. Oh, I've just noticed a classy repair there. The old sandwich bag tie for the fan cables. Tea time. Right. Let's look at this TV card. I don't think I've ever used a TV card in my life. Although I'm old enough to remember when they were around mainstream. A VideoMate T750. Doesn't really look anything special. What have we got up there? Connector wires. I assume that'd be CD audio of some kind. I'm not sure. Be interesting to see if it works. The power supply still doesn't have a name on it. There's the random screw that was flying around in the case. Power supply next, I guess. I should probably be a bit more careful with this. But, I did think about adding it to a rack, but then I saw the side fans, and my homemade computer rack has solid sides, so a case like this with side fans isn't really any good. See if it's got a name on it. Oh, a thermal take, light power 600. I was expecting it to just be some plastic horrible paper brand. What have we got? 5 volts, 15 amps, 3.324, 12V125. 12V220, negative 12.3 and 5 volt. Standby 2.5 amps. So it's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. A bit of dust, but the filter on the bottom seems to have done a miraculous job. Let's just pop that back there for the moment. This mess of wires. Get this out without breaking it. So, generic IDE cable that's sticky, not in a good way. SATA leads. Oh, the board's not screwed in particularly well. 2 SATA leads, although we have 5 slots available down there. I can see at the moment. Maybe we should take it all out and test it on the bench. Just an audio power plug specific for the board. I'd assume that was to cut down some kind of interference, maybe. Another sandwich tie bag. Front panel headers, main power, which isn't actually plugged in particularly well. I don't know if you can see that. I literally haven't touched this and that. You can see it's not actually pushed in. So whether someone was having trouble with this, I'm not sure. But I'm not entirely sure I'd want to use a power supply that wasn't plugged in properly. No obvious signs of burnt pins. It must have got away with it. So we do have a mix of proper cable wraps along with the sandwich board ties. CPU connector, just a 4-pin CPU connector. God, this is a horrible mess. Well, I suppose in some regards they did a good job because it doesn't come out easily. So that's wrapped around the front panel connectors. What's that? Oh, fan cable. Oh, we can unplug that. Is it free? No. Right. Is she free? She's free. No, she's not free. No, no. Now she's free. Put them over there. Check the motherboard out next. I say, I mean, there is dust in the case, but these fans have been doing a sterling job. I assume they're all Silverstone branded. Silverstone, it's not really a company I have used much of their stuff with, really. And when I have seen their stuff, it all seems to be related to home theatre PCs, and so maybe they concentrated on that. I never had a home theatre PC. Right, one chassis fan. So we had a whole 3 screws holding that motherboard in. Oh, I might spoke too soon. Quite a bit of dust on that board. Mitsubishi CMOS battery. How exciting. Revision 102. That doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Right, let's take the fans apart and then we'll see what processor we got. Yes, that's a wee bit dusty. I'm not entirely sure if that fan would have ever been spinning good. I shall tease you with the suspense of seeing just how bad these fans are. I probably should be wearing some kind of filtration mask, but I'm sure I've breathed in a lot worse in my time. Is this one just as bad? This is just as bad. Right, let's get rid of this bloody reptile thing. So let me share with you case fan number 1. Oh, it does rotate still. Can you see the dirt in there? Hang on. Let's go for the money shot, shall we? Look at that. The other one's just the same. No noises there. Obvious bearing noises. So we've got one more case fan. Can we make it a trio of filthy case fans? Although, as I say, as much as I'm complaining about them, they have done their job stupendously. It's on the floor. Right. I'll let you see this one before I do. How's she looking? Oh, so that's 3 for 3 on the grime. As I say, not as I'm moaning about them, they've done their job. I'd hate to think what this case would look like if it didn't have these case fans in. Right. Should we go for the last one? Let's put you down so you can get a bird's eye. Not a bird's eye view, an up close and personal view. So I might make this into just a strip down video. Just a short strip down as we find it. And then we can come back to it and see what it can do later. Yes, that's I think it meant to be able to see light through them. I'm not entirely sure. Still, it's done its job. We do have some weird mysterious goo here. I can confirm it's sticky. Doesn't smell of anything though. So it's definitely not poo. So there we have it. Oh no, this front panel comes off. Let's whip that off. Interesting to see how much detritus is behind this panel. So as I say, I picked this up for £5. It's not a lot you can buy for £5 in England. You might be able to get a large coffee and have some change maybe, but that's about it. Taking bets on whether I can get this off without breaking something. Feels, yeah, that screws on the inside. See here. Oh, it was never going to be that easy, was it? Yeah, let's whip that off. I'm gonna have to wash this case out. They were serious about keeping this front panel on. 2 more. Aha. We have freedom. So that is one solid steel plate. That isn't alley, that is steel. Not dusty though. And there we go, reasonably clean around the front. Almost spotless. So there you have it. One stripped down home theatre PC. I shall definitely be washing out that case. I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Let's quickly look. See what motherboard we've got. CPU we've got, sorry. Oh, well, I didn't have to chisel anything off, although there is no thermal compound here. Well, I like smearing. You can actually read the letters in the thermal compound. And what have we got? We've got an Athlon 2, 2450. So sure, familiar with that model. ADX 2450CK 23GQ. 2009 AMD. It's probably the worst camera shot ever. Wow, interesting. For £5, I definitely think I got a bargain. He says, as he desperately tries to get the CPU out the socket. No signs of bent pins. Oh, I mean, obviously at some point someone took the time and spent the money. And that's where it ended, I think. Anyway, enough rambling.